Welcome to part 2. I grabbed a piece of lined paper, and you can grab a piece of lined paper out of your spiral notebook, or you can just grab another sheet of scratch paper. It doesn't matter. All right. Now let's look more closely at this here. It says a group of students measured the length of their dogs from nose to tail. Amy discovered that Sheba is 38 inches long. Okay, so let's write Sheba here. Sheba. And I'm just going to draw a little length. And we're going to pretend like that's 38 inches. Okay, so you do the same thing. So Sheba is 38 inches long. Next, we have Ryan found that Otis is 1 yard long. Okay, so Otis, so let's write down Otis. And he's 1 yard long. So I'm just going to kind of draw a line and put 1 yard. And you do the same. So Otis is 1 yard long. Okay, now we're moving on to Sam. Sam learned that Sebastian is 2 feet 10 inches long. All right, so let's write down Sebastian. I'm just going to draw a little length, and that he is 2 feet 10 inches long. All right. Now it says, list the dogs in order from longest to shortest. Before we do that, we need to figure out what Otis is in inches, and we need to figure out what Sebastian is in inches. We know Sheba is 38 inches. But if Otis is 1 yard, okay, how many inches are in 1 yard? And if you can't remember we turn in our flat book to yard. 1 yard is equal to 36 inches. Okay, so we know that Otis is 36 inches. So go ahead and fill that out. So between Sheba and Otis, who's longer? Well, Sheba's longer. She's longer by 2 inches. Finally, we have Sebastian. Sebastian is 2 feet 10 inches long. So how many inches are in 2 feet? Well, when we look at our conversion chart, we know that 2 feet is 24 inches. Okay, so 2 feet is 24 inches. So he's 24 inches plus another 10 inches. So if we add that up, we get what? 34 inches. Okay, so Sebastian he's the smallest. All right, he's got the least amount of length. He's 34, 36 Otis, and Sheba's 38. Now that we have this information, it's going to be much easier to answer the questions. So it says, list the dogs in order from longest to shortest. Okay, so be careful. Longest to shortest. So we're starting with the longest first. So it's going to go who? Sheba. Then you're going to put a comma. Then who? Otis, comma, then Sebastian. Okay. 7. How could you make it easier to compare the dogs' lengths? Well, we already did this. What did we do? We converted. Converted means just to change. We changed every length into inches. All right, so that everything was in inches. So how could you make it easier to compare the dogs' lengths? Okay. We can make it easier, or you could say, I can make it easier by changing everything into inches. Okay. I could make it easier by changing everything into inches. All right. Or you could say converting if you want to use the fancy word. Okay. I can make it easier by converting everything into inches, just like we did here. Number 8 says, if these dogs stood in a line, head to tail, how much would the line measure in inches, in feet, and in yards? Well, let's figure it out. And let's go back to our scratch paper again. So let's put Sheba in line first, and then Otis, and then Sebastian. So Sheba's 38 inches. Otis is 36 inches. Sebastian is 34 inches. How do we figure out how many total inches that is? So we have all the dogs in a line. Sheba, Otis, Sebastian. To find the total, we need to add all of these up. So we're just going to write an addition fact. 38 plus 36 plus 34. All right, well, 6 plus 4 is 10. 10 plus 8 is 18. I love those 10s. Then we have 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is 9, plus 1, which is 10. So all of them lined up together is 108 inches. So on this question, let's do this. The line would measure, okay, the question is how much would the line measure in inches? The line would measure how many inches? We just figured it out. Inches. Okay. 108. The line would measure 100 inches. Blank feet, comma, and blank yards. So our 3 puppies are going to measure 108 inches. Now, how many feet is 108 inches? Let's look at our conversion chart. Okay. How many feet is 108 inches? There it is. Right there. So that would go there. And how many yards? Well, remember, there are 3 feet in 1 yard. 3 feet in 1 yard. Okay, so 3 feet plus 3 feet plus 3 feet. Well, we know that that's 1 yard. Three feet is 1 yard. So how many yards would that be? I'm going to let you figure that out. I'll let you finish this page. Okay. I'm going to leave it up for just a second so you can finish copying it down. And watch this video again if you're confused. Watch it again. It'll click, I promise. I'll see you later. Bye.